Hello! What an absolutely gorgeous day. I've been out in it all morning. So thirsty. So thirsty. Right, so I've got a bit of sweatiness happening. It's so warm outside, it is so beautiful. This is the kind of weather that we need. I was actually walking around and I felt like I was on holiday. So that was great. And Bella was in the nursery, so I was able to get out in the sun without dragging Bella behind me. It's too hot, it's too sunny, where's my sunglasses? I don't know, Bella. Right, so it's really hot outside. I am a bit sweaty, but I've noticed that what I've done with my makeup today has been absolutely brilliant for this kind of weather. And I didn't even mean it, so I need to share. Apart from the awesome lipstick, my new lipstick Swagger is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That is like just a beautiful purple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my makeup off, just so you can see what this actually does for like minimal coverage. Well, I'm saying minimal coverage, but it still covers really well, but you've got minimal on your face and it actually feels really good in this kind of weather, and you didn't feel like when you're getting a wee bit like perspiring a wee bit and you're like, oh, you don't feel like you're going to be taking your makeup off. I'm really happy about this. Right, so I went up to find out how much it would be for me to get hoodies and sign writing on my car and stuff for my wee business. And while I was up there, it was near where I used to work, the office I used to work in. So I went to see everybody. I'm just going to leave my lipsticks on. So you can see I've got a really big spot here. I've got some things happening down here. So I'm going to take all of this away, leave the mascara and the lipstick. So I went into the office and I seen my boss. And he said, "Are you looking for a job?" Joking, like, he says, "Are you up here looking for a job?" And I was like, no, and I looked and I was like, way too hot to be working in an office. And he was like, "Oh, you never change." And I was like, well, it's because I've got this new awesome job where it doesn't confine me to working inside an office. So I went into the office and it was boiling. I have to say, I didn't feel bad about leaving leaving them in there. And if you watch this, Jackie, I'm so sorry for saying that, but I didn't. When I walked out that office and got a bit of fresh air, it was amazing. So I didn't miss it at all, and I will never go back to that. This is my calling, this is where I should be. Right, so I've got all of that off so you can see how horrible my skin looks. So to go out in the sun, you think to yourself, oh, I don't know what to put makeup on, it's too hot, it's too sticky, let that dry a bit. And you just didn't want to put it on, but then when you've got things like this, you need to be covering the face. You need to be covering the face. So what I decided was, I was like, I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on just to conceal all these imperfections that I didn't want people going, oh, what's that? What's on your face? So I'm using the lightest shade, just because I am the lightest shade anyway, of concealer. And it's just a little bit, just to cover those imperfections. If you don't have any imperfections that you really need to cover with concealer, then don't put it on, especially in this kind of weather. So I'm just putting that over there, and you can see how much that's actually covering that up. And I'm just going to kind of take it across my chin as well, because my chin's kind of, not big spots, but it's kind of red and blemishy. So I'm just patting that in with my finger. And although this is a thick concealer, we're just going to be concealing, so I'm just going to be putting it kind of like here, and then I'm just going to put a little bit under my eyes. And you can see that's like, I hardly had anything on there, and it's covering everything under my eyes, everything, you know, the dark circles and everything else. Now, something that I've learnt, when I put my foundation on or I put concealer on, because it's concealer, or if I put like a liquid foundation or something like that, or what I'm just about to put on, I've noticed that when I'm wearing my sunglasses, it kind of indents and leaves a line. So every time I take my sunglasses off when I go inside a building or that, I have to wipe here to take away that indentation. So I've found a solution to that as well, which is great. So there's not a lot on there, and it's covered up. You can see it's covered everything up. This just, you're not going to be able to take away the bump, because it's a huge spot. It's massive, it's ridiculous. And then the new product that I got, this is the cream. Now I've used the powder compact, I've used the liquid to powder our liquid gold, and I wanted to give this a try because I've been told it is absolutely amazing. So before I was using the sponge with this, and I've decided that when I use the sponge it kind of moves it around my face, and I didn't really like that. So I thought, I've got an idea. So I've went and wet my blending bud. So always use these when they're kind of damp, not wet. You want to kind of like make sure that they're just, they're just damp, they're not wringing with water. And then I use this, and you can see inside there how you can see how creamy that is, and I'm just moving that around, and you can actually feel how creamy that is, and you can see the swirls there. And I'm just taking just a little bit and just dabbing it around my face, get it right on top of that. And this is actually amazing. Now if you've tried our liquid gold, because it's the most popular foundation that we have, everybody's kind of tried it, and I do have a lot of people who have quite problematic dry skin can't use it because it's a liquid to powder. Now they would probably find that they really struggle with a powder foundation. So the cream is so good. It is amazing. Now I haven't exfoliated my face today or anything like that. It was just a quick makeup because I was out and about this morning. It was just a quick makeup for me. I didn't even do my brows, I just left them. So this was just like a quick makeup, and this is really light on your skin, and it's so great. And what I realised is, the other day I wore this and I was like, oh, the sunglasses with the lines, and it was just a little bit tacky for how hot it is. So today I thought, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it with our translucent setting powder. We also have limited stock. It's only going to be it's only out for a little bit, but we've got the new loose powder. Now it's a foundation and the coverage on it is brilliant. So if you're going to, maybe you don't need to cover your whole face, like what I do, because I've got a lot of red. It's just something that runs in the family. My nose is really red, across my cheeks is really red, and obviously I've got this, so I need the concealer. I could get away with just the cream foundation to cover this up, so I didn't have to go in with concealer, which is a wee bit thicker. But today I was feeling a bit conscious about this spot, so I used the concealer. So I've used the concealer, I've used the cream, and I'm just dabbing this on with the beauty blender, blending buds we call them, but a beauty blender, the big end, and I'm just dabbing that into my face just to buff that in and blend it into my face. Now this is going to, because it's a cream, this is going to stay kind of creamy and kind of like a dewy finish it has. So instead of leaving a dewy finish on my face, whereas I'm going to start getting a little bit sweaty and stuff outside with it being so hot, and my sunglasses are going to leave like a line under here. I'm not just making that up, that's actually happened to me. So this is the translucent powder. You could also use, if you wanted to get a little bit more coverage on your face, because the cream is a really great coverage. It's a little bit more, it's a yeah, I would say it was a full coverage for the cream, but it's not as full a full coverage as the liquid foundation. So if you want to get a little bit more coverage but still set your face with a powder, I would go with the new loose powder, because it's the foundation, you can get it in your colour and then you're going to put it on. But I don't have mine's yet, so I'm using the translucent. Now this looks white. If you haven't seen this before, this actually looks white. It's got a little mesh inside. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I didn't want to tip it up too much. It's got a little mesh inside to stop it all from coming out. So I'm just putting this on my brush, and I'm just going to use this as a setting powder, and it's translucent. I know it looks white, but when it goes on, it's actually translucent. So I'm just going to dab that all over my face, and then just kind of wipe it off. And then that sets it, so it's going to have that nice feel of, and because this is really loose, if you think, oh no, powder doesn't agree with me, I'm going to tell you that the loose powders are so much different. Because they're ground down, the little mesh inside, I'll show you, this was really impressive. So it isn't just a loose powder and you stick your brush in and it's all in there and it all falls out. We've got this bit here, right? And then we've got the mesh there. So this is keeping it all compact inside the jar, okay? And then the lid has a little stopper bit here. So when you put the lid on, this is going to push into that and it's going to grind it down because it's a loose powder. So that's grinding that up. I found that out yesterday. It's great. I absolutely love how they do that. How they've actually thought about that. And then I'm just using this just to go all over my face, and this is going to set the cream foundation. So it's going to stop it from creasing. It's going to stop it from, creasing under my eyes. It's going to stop my sunglasses from making this indented kind of line here. And it's also going to take away that tacky feeling. But again, it's a loose powder. So you feel like you have nothing on your face. It just finishes it off really, really, really well. And the foundation loose powder is going to be really fine as well. So that's going to be a great powder to use to set your face. But it's not translucent like this one. So if you want extra coverage with your foundation colour, you can use that to set what you've already got on your face. If you're okay with powder and you didn't want a lot on your face, you can just go with a little bit of concealer to conceal if you need to, and then go with the loose powder foundation all over your face just to give you a good coverage but not a lot on your face, especially for this weather. So that was my top tip for today, and look how great my skin looks. Forget about this, right? This is, that's going to have to go away before you're not going to be able to see it, because that's a mountain. That is ridiculous. That is really ridiculous. There's nothing that's going to... I'll have to put more concealer on that. But I'm trying not to... It looks a lot better to what it was without it. If I had like a full face, like a proper full face, I would probably go with more concealer on that. Yeah, I probably would go with more concealer on that. But look how great my skin looks. And that was just a little bit of cream foundation, which isn't a full coverage. And then you've got your translucent setting powder. Could not get that out. Oh my god. Couldn't get that out. And then you could go in with a wee bit of bronzer on the face, just to give you a little bit of a sun-kissed look. Again, you didn't want to be going for tanning products when it's like this. When it's really sunny outside, you really don't want to be going for tanning products. They're just going to melt and fall off your face and slide and drip, and you're going to look really, really, really strange. And the bronzers are great because you have a matte side and a shimmer side, so they really are good. So you could just give yourself a little bit all over, just a little bit of colour all over. I don't know if you can actually see this as well as I want you to be able to see it, because I'm sitting at the window and it's really sunny. So just you could just give yourself a little bit of colour or a little bit of contour. There you go. And that is you ready to get out in the sun, and you're not going to melt, you're not going to crease, you're not going to get sunglasses indenting your makeup. Absolutely brilliant. So, concealer, this cream foundation, the translucent powder, and a little bit of bronzer. Ta-da! I know it looks like a lot if you want to have a wee bit of lipstick or lip gloss or bonbon. Bonbon would be great for this weather, but I'm loving my new lipstick and I just had to put it on today. I had compliments on it as well. My boss says, ooh, new lipstick. Well, my old boss, sorry. Ooh, new lipstick. And that was coming for a guy. I was like, yes, Harry, yes, it is a new lipstick. Well done for noticing. So, yeah, I'm wowing people with my lips, and I've just got a little bit of gel mascara, no fibres or anything like that, and it's just a nice summertime look, and it holds out well with this heat. I just thought it was holding out so well. I was like, I have to tell people. I have to get this out. I have to get this out and tell people that I've found the perfect combination. And again, if you wanted a little bit more coverage, if the cream or just the concealer wasn't enough, then you could use the loose powder foundation and just give yourself that little extra coverage and set your foundation at the same time. I need to get right up at my hairline with this. And this, I love the bronzer, because if you're white like me, bronzer's a great thing to have. And I've actually got two. I have two still available at a discounted price. I am discounting these two, so get in touch if you want to get yourself a bronzer. Get in touch with me and we'll see if I've got your colour here. I've got these two on offer, so yeah, if you want to get them on offer, then please drop a little comment below and I'll sort you out. And if you think this could help anybody with their makeup, with their summer makeup, then please share it. If you think it's been valuable and good to watch, then give it a wee share for me. I would really appreciate it. I'm so appreciative if anybody shares and likes my stuff. So yeah, that's it, ladies. I'm going to go and get out in the garden and work from my garden today, because that's the luxury that I have with this business and this job. I'm so happy. I'm very, very excited today. Older one. Hi Margaret. No, the you know the powder, the translucent powder, because it's a really loose powder, so it's really fine, and it really helps. Like I have a big problem with creasing under the eyes, and up here and the forehead and the crow's feet, the laughter lines at the side. I usually have a really big problem. Until I started using this, I found that this was really good, because I used to use, because we have the pressed powder and this is the cream. The pressed powder is what I used to use to set, and what we all used to use before this came out, to set our foundation, and it didn't really do the job, because you were just packing on more, because it was a pressed powder, so you were just packing on more there, and I didn't feel that it done the job underneath the eyes and on the fine lines and wrinkles. This is amazing, because it's just a dust. It's just like dust, and it's the same with the loose powder. This is translucent, so you're just setting it, and it brightens up your face as well. But with the loose powder that we've just brought out, it is actually a foundation, so you're getting your foundation colour and a little bit of added coverage. But because it's the loose powder, it's really I used the word, what was the word I was looking for? It's like really powdery. It's like really powdery. It's like like you could see it falling down. It's like really fine powder, and it stops it all from creasing. It's amazing. It really is. The loose powders, I've never tried a loose powder before. I had never tried a loose powder before, and I swear by loose powders now, so I can't wait to get my foundation one. I think that's going to be awesome. So I hope that answered your question. If anybody does want to try any of the products, we do have a love it guarantee, which means you try the product for 14 days. You can use 30% of the product. Doesn't matter what, any product, lip product, foundation, anything. It's any product. You can try for 14 days, and if you don't like it, it's not for you, then that's absolutely fine. You can get a full refund, or you can exchange within 90 days. So yeah, we're very confident that everybody's going to love the products, that we have that love it guarantee in place. But yeah, there's no harm in giving it a try, and then, like I say, if it's not for you, you can get your money back and send the product back. There's no other place that I know that does that. If you use a lipstick, that's it. Done. Mascara, nah, you've used it, can't get your money back, can't get an exchange, you've used it, that's it. But no, with Younique, we have got that love it guarantee there, and it is very easy to exchange or refund as well, through myself. So I hope that helps, and I hope everybody found that valuable. Give it a share for me please, if you don't mind, and I'll speak to you all later. Enjoy the sun. Bye.